Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about what if she's also doing no contact, right? So if you're doing no contact, so you vowed basically to not speak to a woman again in hopes that by doing no contact she'll miss you and reach out to you. But you're thinking, oh, but what if she's doing no contact with me too? What if she's doing the same thing? So basically, what you're worried is that if I'm doing no contact and she's doing no contact, then we're just never going to get in touch with each other again. We're never going to rekindle things. We're never going to rebuild things. But what I will say is this. If you believe that this girl is also doing no contact, that is not an excuse for you to break no contact. Because you vowed to yourself that you're not going to do this. You vowed to yourself that you're not going to contact her again. She has to reach out to you. If that's the case, then you still have to do that. Okay, you have to continue. You have to call her bluff. Okay. She will reach out to you eventually if she still has feelings for you. She will. Okay. So my advice to you is to keep doing nothing. So to remain in no contact, okay? Because you don't know for sure, right? You don't know for sure if she's doing no contact with you, okay? So if you break no contact out of fear that she's also doing no contact, then you've just ruined the whole thing, okay? And any respect that she may have had for you would just diminish. Any feelings of that was anticipate that was building, building the anticipation. And the feelings of missing you are all just going to diminish because you broke no contact. Because you're worried that she's doing no contact as well. Okay? So my advice for you is to just continue to do nothing and continue to do no contact. Okay? So usually as well, if you're doing no contact with someone, if you're applying the no contact rule, you're no longer going to contact this girl. There's probably a reason for it. Right, so she's either an ex or someone it just didn't work out with. Okay? So usually 9 times out of 10, you've got to be moving on with your life anyway. 9 times out of 10, it's not a good idea to get back with someone who it didn't work out with. Because what will happen is if you two do get back together or whatever, you get back into your situationship, your relationship, whatever it may be that you guys had, what's most likely going to happen is the same thing. Whatever happened in the result of you two separating and not talking to each other anymore. It's more likely going to end up that way again. Okay? So it's best to continue to move on. To continue to move on with your life and to continue to apply no contact forever with that person, with that girl, and focus on bettering your life, creating an awesome life for yourself. And when you feel better about this relationship and about that girl, when your feelings have simmered down, to find someone better, to find someone new. It's not a good idea to go back to, people in your life that it didn't work out with. Because, like I said, more than likely it just won't work out again. And I've had that in my own life. So, for example, for me, I was in a relationship with a woman who cheated on me. Okay? And foolish me went back to her a couple of times thinking that she would change, that things would change. But it never did. It just kept on happening. She just kept on cheating on me. So people rarely change, basically, okay? So if it didn't work out the first time, it's not going to work out. It's probably not going to work out the second time. So it's better then to move on with your life and find someone better, to find a woman who is more enthusiastic about you, who cares about you more, who loves you more, who wants to be around you more, than to be focusing on these women in the past who it didn't work out with, or who are now you've lumped into no contact because for whatever reason it didn't work out. Okay? So you got to stay on the path. Forget about this person and stay on the path. So the path is this. Focus on your calling in life. Focus on an inspiring goal that you have for yourself, because that will help keep your mind occupied from that person, okay, from that woman, right? So you want to be focusing on an inspiring goal, and it's got to be inspiring, because if it isn't inspiring, if it doesn't stir your emotions, right, then you're not going to work on it, and you're not going to be drawn to it. So you've got to find an inspiring goal for yourself, an inspiring calling for your life, okay, and have an emotionally stirring vision for your future, right? So you got to visualize. You got to be able to sit back and think, okay, so if my life was how I would want it to be, what does that look like? How would that feel, right? And you got to sit there with your emotions for a bit and think about how you would like your life to be, and visualize it in your mind. And if that vision is powerful enough, then what it will do is it will inspire you to take action, okay? And if you're taking action and you're working towards it, then you don't have time to be worrying about and thinking about this woman who you're doing no contact with, okay? So when you're doing those things, what will happen is your focus will move from this woman onto these goals for yourself, okay, and this inspiring future for yourself. Because where you put your attention is basically where you are going to keep your focus, your emotions on, and you're just going to feel intensely about. So if you're focusing all of your attention, or a lot of your attention, on this woman who you're doing no contact with, then that's where your emotions are going to be, and it's going to be harder for you to move on. Whereas if you focus your attention on an inspiring goal and an inspiring vision for your life, and that's where your focus is, and that's where your consciousness is, then that's what you're going to be thinking of. That's what you're going to be thinking of most of the time. You're not going to be thinking about her, because you can only really think about one thing at a time, okay? So if you're focusing on your goals, on things that inspire you, make you feel good, then that's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to be feeling and thinking about most of the time. But if you're focusing on her and you're worried about no contact, and you're worried about how many days it's been, and you're worried about if she's doing no contact with you, then you're just getting more and more emotionally invested in that, because that's where your focus is. So it's all about focusing on other things and becoming emotionally invested in other things, and different things, other things than her, other things than no contact, okay? And basically then what will happen is, over time, you'll feel less intensely about that person, you'll feel less intensely about her, and when you feel less intense, then you know that you're in the right headspace to move on and be with someone new, okay? And to go out into the dating world and find new women to date and talk to, and find someone better, basically. So if you'd like more tips, then please go to www.christinelovage.com and read Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. You can read it for free on my website. You don't need to log in, you don't need to sign up. You just need to go to the menu, click on the book, and it'll take you straight there to the PDF reader where you can read it for free. Okay? And if you'd like coaching with me, if you need help with a specific situation, then please go to also the same website, www.christinelovage.com. And then also, okay, just click on which coaching option works best for you at this current time. And I shall talk to you very soon. Goodbye.